Welcome to another maintenance or phone repair. Today I will be demonstrating how to replace a screen on an S5 phone. With that said, if you're new to this channel, please subscribe, click on the bell icon and give me the thumbs up. Let's begin. When replacing a screen on an iPhone, first you get your SIM card remover tool and you remove the tray of the SIM card. Then before I begin, this phone, I'll be using it for demonstration purposes only. I will not be actually placing a screen on the phone, but I will show you all the process to place a screen on the phone. First, there are two screws at the bottom of the phone. You'll remove these screws. I usually have a magnet at hand or on hand when I'm doing these repairs, so I would place the screws on the magnet. The other thing you have to keep in mind, the screws for this are different sizes, so place them where, or draw a diagram. So when you're putting them back, you would put them back the same place. You would take your suction cup and you would place it by the home button. Then you would hold your phone and pull gently until you get a opening. You have to be very careful because there is a ribbon right here, so you have to be very careful when removing the screen. The suction cup has, when you put it on this here, you pull it to release it. This is the ribbon. Right here you have to be very careful you do not damage this ribbon. You take your plastic tool and you pry it out, and then you open up and you take out this metal plate, which and then you remove the plate. Put it aside. You take your tool again and you start removing the cables. That is all there is to it. In a previous video, I showed how to replace the battery. Once you get the screen out, you have nothing doing with this piece again. You put that aside, you take your other screen and it depends on how you purchase the screen. It may not come with that back plate, so you would have to remove the back plate. There's screws here. You remove the back plate. You will remove these components here and place it on your screen. This is the fingerprint sensor. You'd also remove that. But I would advise, if you're buying a screen, buy the screen complete, just for a couple of dollars more, because replacing the screen, if you just take the base screen by itself and have to be transferring these components, you could never tell how long your fingerprint sensor is going to last. So just buy a complete setup. The only thing you may have to do is that back plate. It may not come with the back plate, but just buy a complete screen. And when setting up, you just do the process you did when putting in the ribbons. There would be clicking. You'd hear a clicking sound. That means they're in. You get them set up the right way. This process is ticklish because you have to make sure that you line up everything so you won't bend anything. Then you put your plate back. you have to try to keep the door. Do not send it back, leave it at that angle so you won't rip off the ribbons. Since I'm using this phone for demonstration purposes, it's missing a screw there, and it's also missing a plate down here. Now the next thing you have to try doing is putting back the bottom cable. Just remember the S5 has 4 cables. One at the bottom for the fingerprint sensor, and the others, it has 3 of them at the top. When putting in the cable, you would hear a clicking sound. That means you get it in. Putting in these cables are one of the hardest parts of the whole thing. Then you put the top in first and you slide everything in, and it will just click it way through. Then you take the 2 screws and you place them back to the bottom. To close off everything. And that's all there is in placing a screen on an S5, iPhone S5. If you enjoyed this video, if it was helpful, give me the thumbs up, subscribe, and click on the bell icon. Until the next one, bye.